here, the consciousness is, our group thinks that consciousness is the fetter that binds all of them together. Like between sight, eye and sight, ear and sounds, nose and odor, or tongue and flavors, body and tactile objects, and the intellect and the dhammas. The fetter that bind all these pairs, these 6 pairs, is actually consciousness. And that's the question, or go on to the next one?
That's the answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Take the next one?
No, next one will be somebody else. Anyone else like to share their findings?
So this is the answer from our group, because everyone is very shy, so I still have to come out. At first we thought it's consciousness, but after that we thought maybe there's something else, because fetters in Buddhism always refer to this sanyojana or something. So we think that it's referred to the 10 fetters. In general, 10 fetters refer to great hatred and delusion. And I think there is only the culprit is the ignorance, which is the avijja, because according to dependent origination, avijja pacaya sankhara and namarupa and salayatana, that's why we have all the 6 senses door. So the real fetters, if only one, is the ignorance. So this is the answer from our group.
Okay, thank you. What our brother said here is also quite true, but then let's look at what the Buddha says. Page 92, appendix number 2. For your information, the commentary also gave the 10 fetters. That somebody mentioned about the 10 fetters, right? Usually when we talk about 10 fetters, is the first 3 eradicated by the Sotapan, and then the next 2 are eradicated by the Anagami, and the next 5 are eradicated by the Arahant. Right? So these are the most popular fetters. But there are actually various lists of fetters, and fetters are used in different contexts. So let's look at what the Buddha has to say. Turn to page 92. The things that fetter amongst, and the fetter shall I discourse on. Listen to that. And what monks are the things that fetter, and what is the fetter? The eye, monks, is the thing that fetters. The desire and lust therein for it, that is the fetter there. The ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, the mind, is the thing that fetters. The desire and lust therein for it, that is the fetter there. These monks are called the things that fetter, and this the fetter. Okay, I got this from Asma Bhikkhu Bodhi, in his lectures on the Satipatthana Sutta. He actually quoted from the commentary as well, but he says that one is rather long drawn, and this seems to be very direct from the Buddha's. According to the suttas, it's simply just desire. So basically, what this practice is all about is to see how the mind reacts to the 6 senses. Right or not? When you see something, excuse me, loss of voice. You see the fetter here with regard to the voice and the throat. The fetter is what? Yeah, wanting it to be nice. So that's why I'm drinking water. But the principle of this 6 sense basis section is to look at how the mind reacts to the 6 senses. Now in terms of the fetters, right here it says the fetter, the fetter. The fetter is actually desire or craving. So when something arises in any of your 6 sense doors, it could be an idea, and when an idea arises, and you should look back at the mind to see, okay, what is there an attachment in the mind for that idea, for that assumption, for that belief, right? When you see something, is there a desire to want to see more with regard to that object? Is there a desire for the object? Is there a desire for the eye to be in a good condition? For example, I think some of you here are getting older, and so your eyes are failing, right? and then you have to wear spectacles, and you find that it's very inconvenient to bring along one pair of short-sighted glasses, another one of long-sighted glasses. Yeah. And so you decide to, well, why not go for an operation, you know, get a bionic eye like myself. Then you don't need specs. don't have to you know, go around lugging your specs and then not being able to see when you forget to bring your glasses. So these are all based on desire, isn't it? You want to see better, you want the eye to perform better, right? And so that's why you, due to your desire, that's why you take all these steps to get a better eye, right? To get a better, I don't know whether you can have any better tongue or not. When you get older, your sense of taste decreases also, but I don't think there's any surgical offer where you can renew your taste buds yet. Maybe there will in the future. Who knows? Right, so when you're looking at all these things, you want to actually see the desire that arises when any of your six senses come into contact with this respective object. And this is particularly true for the mind door. Right or not? Yeah. Now, as I said earlier, what the five senses perceive is only bare data. Color is only color. You know, the liking and disliking does not occur in the eye consciousness, does not occur in the hearing, in the ear consciousness. It all occurs in the mind. So the sort of open awareness we are teaching here, opening up your awareness to the six senses and watching to see how your mind is responding to them, is an extension of this Dhammanupassana. Right? Here it says that you're supposed to you're supposed to understand the eye and understand the object, and understand the factor that arises on account of both. Understand means not intellectually understand, but know, be aware of, cognize it. So this brings us to the second topic. What is the range of dhammas that the intellect can perceive and process? Okay? Yes.
Bhante, even if we look at this factor of desire and lust, as I see, there's still an undercurrent behind it, in the sense that even, let's say we talk about seeing, even before the Lobha dosa arises, there's I who sees, I who like, I who doesn't like. So the Sakkaya Ditthi is also there. So shouldn't Sakkaya Ditthi also be a factor?
I mean,
or moha?
If you want to look at it, then that you can make use of the 10 factors, like what the commentaries do. One of them is Sakkaya Ditthi.
Right, but what I mean is that the avijja, moha, that level, up to that level.
Yeah, that's what Brother Kaking pointed out.
Yeah.
It actually boils down to avijja, right?
Yeah.
Even if you have lobha or desire also, it's because of avijja that you have lobha and desire.
Right. So I'm saying that the next step is, like, for example, when lobha or dosa arises, then to look into the mind and say, okay, what is it that has this lobha or this dosa? To explore into that I-ness, so to speak.
That's true.
So there's an undercurrent.
There's, as I said, this open awareness that we're teaching here is an extension of this, because this one is just limited to looking at the factor, that particular factor, you know.
At the grosser level.
So if you want to go deeper, you have to look into more than just that particular factor.
Yeah. Okay.